Senator Stabenow, as leader of the Agriculture Committee, asked me not to offer amendments I normally offer, but in regard to the Farm Bill, I would like to ask some questions of the staff. Okay. It assumes $23 billion in savings, mandatory spending by reforming agriculture programs. This happens to be the same amount the Agriculture Committee attempted to save in the Farm Bill we passed last year. That Farm Bill contained my proposal on reforming the payment limitation laws concerning commodity program payments. That's usually what I offer an amendment on. Those reforms help contribute to the savings in the Farm Bill. Does your mark assume my payment limits reform would be included in the savings in the mandatory spending in the agricultural function?
The chairman's mark does not necessarily get into that level of detail.
Okay.
We, want to make sure that Chairman Stabenow and our ranking member can move forward with a full Farm Bill that supports many of the goals to help our rural communities and rural families. And we expect, if this mark were to be conferenced and move forward with the $23 billion, that she'll be able to move forward like she did a year ago with a full Farm Bill to take care of our rural communities.
Well, then let me follow it up then. The Farm Bill did say that $23 billion. However, the CBO reestimate found that the Senate-passed Farm Bill now would only reduce spending by $13 billion relative to the most recent baseline. So where does the chairwoman's mark assume the additional $10 billion in spending savings will come from? The difference between $23 billion and $13 billion that CBO says we're not going to get if we pass the same Farm Bill.
Senator Grassley, we're well aware of the scoring change that CBO has brought forward, as is Chairman Stabenow. In this consultation with, Senator Stabenow's office, the number $23 billion still made the most sense, and we believe that she and Senator Cochran can move forward at this level with a Farm Bill that addresses significant deficit reductions and also preserves the safety net for the next 5 years.
Well, then my last question on this subject, getting back to the $23 billion, it appears to me to come from commodity programs and crop insurance. Is that accurate? And if that's accurate, are there any savings in conservation and nutrition assumed by the chairwoman's mark?
I'd have to get back to you on the specifics of how all the $23 billion is broken down. I believe it is all in one function at this moment within the chairman's mark.
Could you tell us if there's any savings from? I know that there's savings from farm programs or commodity programs and crop insurance. Are there any savings from conservation and nutrition? That's a separate function, right?
There is. Madam Chair, if I might just interject.
Make this clear. We're asking technical questions of the staff. I do not want to get into a debate back and forth between members who will be here all day long.
I hope this falls. This is
your
intended
questions
to be technical.
Senator Stabenow wants to be recognized. I just want to make clear that I don't want to get into a long debate here.
Well, she and I have no differences.
We have no differences. And Madam Chair, if I could just clarify, because Senator Grassley has very important questions, and in asking him that we do our job in the Agriculture Committee rather than doing Farm Bill amendments here, I want to say for the record I support Senator Grassley's amendment, and it's in our bill, and my assumption is it will be in our bill. And the only other thing I would say is that because of the way the budget resolution is written and the functions, we have the savings coming out of the general agricultural fund function, but within the language in the budget, we lay out that we would have conservation, nutrition, that all of the things will be looked at. So my assumption is we will be doing this as we did in the Farm Bill.
I'm interested in the assumptions that the chairwoman has in her budget.
It's in the language. It's in the language underneath the budget.
Okay, then you tell me if they don't tell me. Is all the money coming out of crop insurance and commodity programs, or some of the money coming out of conservation and nutrition?
It will come. We have the flexibility to take it out of anywhere we want to within the Farm Bill, and I'm assuming it will be in each of those areas. So we have language in there that makes it clear.
Well, then maybe my question's been answered by your mark not saying where these
That's
programs
correct.
are coming
That is
from.
correct. That is correct.
Okay. I yield the floor.
All right.